A Thousand Splendid Suns is about two girls living in Afghanistan during the time of the Soviet invasion all the way up to the reign of the Taliban. It is about two girls, Maryam and Layla, and it switches perspectives between the two throughout. Maryam, the first girl, is sent to marry Rashid when she is 15 after her mother commits suicide. Layla is 16 when she marries Rashid to cover up the fact that she is pregnant outside of marriage. Both girls are abused physically and emotionally under Sharia law, and they become unexpected friends as they try to survive in a world that is torn apart by war and trauma. I think this matters because many girls in the U.S. take for granted the equal rights that we have here. In America, I can have any career I choose. I can choose to be a stay-at-home mom, or I could choose to be in a STEM field. But in Afghanistan, girls don't have that choice. Girls in Afghanistan are forced to wear burqas, they can't leave the house without a male relative or husband, and they are often sent away as child brides. They also have to stay home with the kids. So now for a history lesson. I know, bear with me. I researched the Soviet invasion, the Mujahideen, and the Taliban. The Soviet Union first came to Afghanistan in 1979 in an attempt to make them communist during the Cold War. The Mujahideen were the ones fighting the Soviet Union and ultimately won the war in 1989. After the Soviet left, the Mujahideen couldn't agree on how the country should be run. They split off into factions and began fighting each other. One of the factions was made up of Islamic students called the Taliban, which means student. In my political cartoon that I'm drawing, the bread represents Afghanistan, the two people on the left represent the Mujahideen, and the man on the right that is taking the bread represents the Taliban. The whole cartoon is supposed to represent how the Mujahideen were so busy fighting amongst themselves that the Taliban could just come in and take over. I hope you consider reading A Thousand Splendid Suns, and I hope this inspired you to look deeper into the history of Afghanistan. Thanks for listening.